And then I see, of course, that he tunnels, so I'm like, instead of engaging this, I'm going to definitely back out. And for some reason, I got a little probe in here. That probe wants to get on some action, do some work. I, of course, saw him tunnel there, because he was good. You can tunnel underneath the force fields, so you're probably going to tunnel his whole army under there and attack me. So I do have the one observer, but I'm going to try and get a second one out so that I can keep with my army and look for them if they decide to, you know, of course, tunnel, which is what they're doing right now. The other one's continuing to scout, while this one will be here solely to help protect my army. He does send some Zerglings over here. He's probably going to get a few probe kills. Looks like he's got 1 kill, 2 kills. And that's probably about all he's going to get. And immediately send, of course, my harvesters back, because they're not doing any good just standing around doing nothing. Now, he's got all these roaches over here doing absolutely nothing. But he does decide to double expand, trying to get this one back up and going, as well as getting the high yield. But myself, I decided I want to get the high yield as well. Dropping my pylon up front so I can possibly put cannons here, or I can warp units in whenever I need to. I have 1-1 upgrades on my units. He's only got the, well, I can't see there because they're underground. He's got 1-1 as well. Production tab shows that he is trying to get neuroparasite, so he wants to try to mind control some units. And he's got looks like 6 infestors on the way at the moment. Of course, I'm working on weapons level 2, and he's working on building, of course, as many bases as he can. I'm going to come in here and take out this because I did spot it with the servant. And now it's a 4-base Protoss to a 3-base Zerg. So he does decide to move out and counterattack. I'm going to end up pushing in here and just trying to do as much damage as I can. So I'm going to check over there in this expansion, but of course there's nothing there. Now unfortunately there's a lot of roaches there. Now I could end up backing out if I wanted to, but I decided to make a base race of this. He does, of course, fungal growth my units there. But I'm just going to push on through here and just destroy everything I can. A couple of cannons over here. I probably won't hold out too long. And I end up destroying his natural expansion. So now it's a 2-base to 2-base. And of course I try to bring my probes off to bait them just a little bit. A couple of them get stuck there. And then pulling them away because I want to run them away. At the same time though, I am pushing up into his base. He has 4 corruptors here, but against that many stalkers, it's probably not going to do much of anything. Although it would be nice to move that Colossus back. Now I did warp some units in right here to try to fend off what he had there. But it was just not enough. As you can see, I'm in here destroying his main base. At the same time, he's over here trying to take out as many pylons as he can to unpower things, which is definitely a good idea to do if you're playing Zerg. And he's also attacking this expansion over here. Now, for the most part, like I said, it's become a base race. So I got the high yield expansion. I'm just going to drop a lot of cannons down to try to protect it, especially while my forge is still alive, because it probably could be destroyed at any moment here. Cleaned up his main base, and now I'm going to fall back to try to take out his army. Army size, of course, as you can see, is a 143 to 68. He does have this expansion he started up, and this one down here that he's dropped a few spines to protect. Production tab, as you can see, is the 4 spines and 1 hatchery. I'm building cannons like crazy, and simulators and things of that nature. Now, a little bastard took out my forge. I hate when my forge loses, especially when I was working on upgrades there, but I know he doesn't have nearly the army I do, so it's just a matter of time before I'm finally able to clean him up. He does, of course, as you can see, burrow right here, but my observer comes over here and spots every single one of them. And now I'm going to work on trying to come back over in this location. He does do a good job splitting up his roaches, making me think that that's all the roaches he has. But for the most part, basically that's game. I mean, if you really think about it, I have this huge, massive army, and he's only got that. He's got a few drones mining down here, but nothing, nothing too much. And I scouted this location with 1 stalker, so I'm going to be able to take that out. And of course, having the high yield as opposed to a regular expansion, you could get a lot more income, so it'll work better to your advantage. And of course, as you can see, he unburrowed and he's going to work on rebuilding or destroying stuff over here. Trying to get some pylons up in my base so then I can repower my building. And he's trying to focus them down. And then he burrows yet again. But it's not going to do anything for him. Now I'm thinking right now, okay, this kid's going to say GG or he's going to leave the game or something. No, this kid is a hella noob. And all he does is goes around. And of course I scout this out because I try to build a nexus there. And just continue to build base after base. If he actually built this many bases while the game was playing, he probably would have won. Because he's got the money to fund it all. But yeah, he just got outplayed and he's not willing to admit it. So here I am trying to hunt down every base that he might have. Of course, have my probes checking out for me. And of course I have my other observer checking out for me as well. As you can see, he's now got a massive amount of lings. I think he's going to probably try and go in and destroy even more of my buildings. But for the most part, there's absolutely no way he can break this wall right here. The pylons in front block a little bit of the Zerg movement, and I got the cannon spread out a little bit to prevent that as well. And I'm going to go around and put buildings around that. So it's basically nothing he can do, especially with Zerglings. And I'm just going to march right into his base here. Micro a little bit in here. At the same time, his pesky little Zerglings come over here to start attacking yet again. But, I mean, there's really nothing he can do to win at this point. I dropped my other bases back down. We ended up putting this one back up in just a moment. And as you can see, he's just running around with drones like an idiot. Main reason why I wanted to post this video, not so much to watch me smash a Zerg player, but to show how much a retard this guy is. ArdentCatsup. If you have legitimately lost, leave the game. It's disrespectful to just waste your time and waste your opponent's time to legitimately beat you. I mean, all he's doing is just delaying the inevitable and making me run around and, you know, it's, like I say, just wasting everybody's time. So it does no good for anybody. I mean, he's not even able to kill any units that I have. Now, of course, he does have this expansion that does him so good way up here, and decides to drop a spawning pool. At the same time, trying to get the high yield expansion back up. Units. He's got 9 probes. Yeah, I only got, or 9 drones. I only got 27 probes, again, because I lost a lot during his initial attack. But having the high yield expansion, I'm able to reproduce them pretty quickly. And he's got some of them just sitting over here. He could at least move them and mine them places, but I guess he doesn't want to. As you can see now, I'm putting buildings around. I know he's only got Zerglings, so I'll put them of this far out so that they try to go for this first, but the cannons might still be in range, might not. I'm honestly not too worried about it. I'm more pissed off that this kid is still here than anything. And some people might say that saying that is bad manner. It's bad manner for him to stay in the game. It really is. I do send him a message after this telling him welcome to YouTube because, yeah, this particular idiot needed to be shown that if you do play against him, you're probably going to have to deal with this crap. Still 152 to supply to 22. All he can produce is a couple of Zerglings to do something. There's no possible way he'll be able to actually, you know, kill off everything I have. And it's just a matter of time before I'm able to be maxed out again. So, like I say, if you're in this position, the Zerg player is, leave the game, say good game. You got outplayed. The person that you played against is better than you, so just do him a favor, do yourself a favor and leave the game. Now I do end up taking out his last hatchery. He has absolutely no money. He only has these few harvesters over here. And look what he does. He decides to build an extractor with the last little bit of money. So I have to come all the way back over here to kill him. I mean, how ridiculous is that? Again, this guy's name is fucking ArdentCatsup. So if you see this guy, if you play against him, just talk shit to him the entire time. I mean, he's by far one of the most noobiest people you'll ever find, especially for his rank. He's a lot higher ranked than he should be to do this. This is what you expect from like bronze or silver league people, maybe even some gold, but for the most part this is just ridiculous. He's got absolutely no money, 15 supply, so now I'm going to end up splitting my army in half and trying to have him scout all over the place. For the most part, all he has left is this building, so once it's destroyed he ends up losing regardless. But he's seriously going to make me hunt him down, even though that I have all this. So, while it's finishing up here, I will say that I hope you enjoyed the game. I didn't while I played, because this kid's a fucking idiot. And usually I don't cuss that much on my replays, and I apologize if it offends people. But don't do this. Secondly, the tournament that I'm in starts tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Hopefully it works out to my advantage. And thirdly, if you have any replays, send them to sidsreplays@gmail.com. I would appreciate it, and I will, if I can, post or commentate on your videos, and we will have it posted up on YouTube. So this extractor is just a few seconds away from being destroyed, and there it goes, and the game is over. So I do appreciate it. Hopefully you stay through to the end, and like I said, if you see this guy, make fun of him. But hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.